The sun rises over the American West, casting a golden hue over the vast open landscape. A rancher walks across his pasture, checking on his herd as he does every morning. But today he finds something different, something that makes him stop in his tracks. Something is wrong. Lying in the grass is a cow, motionless and lifeless. It is dead. The rancher walks closer and sees something disturbing, something that sends a shiver down his spine. Parts of the cow are missing as if they were surgically removed. Its tongue is gone. So are its eyes and udders, taken with precision. The cuts are precise, almost surgical, leaving no room for doubt. There is no blood, not a single drop, as if it was drained completely. What could have done this? The scene is chilling and inexplicable. The scene is chilling. It is a scene repeated countless times across the American West and beyond, a grim pattern that defies understanding. The phenomenon is known as cattle mutilation, a term that sends shivers down the spine of any rancher. It is a mystery that has baffled ranchers, investigators and scientists for decades, leaving them with more questions than answers. What is behind these bizarre and gruesome deaths? Theories abound, but the truth remains elusive. Is it the work of predators, or could it be something more sinister, something beyond our understanding, something unknown? The possibilities are as vast as the landscape itself. The rancher shakes his head. He has never seen anything like this before, and he hopes he never will again. He feels a chill run down his spine, a sense of dread that he cannot shake off. He is not alone. For generations, ranchers have reported similar findings, each one more baffling than the last. Their animals found dead, mutilated in ways that defy explanation, leaving a trail of unanswered questions. The mystery deepens with each new discovery, each new case adding another layer of complexity. The truth seems just out of reach, always one step ahead. We will journey into the heart of this enigma. We will explore the history, the theories, and the evidence surrounding cattle mutilations, seeking answers in the unknown. Prepare yourself, for the truth, whatever it may be, is out there, waiting to be uncovered, and it is stranger than fiction, a reality that challenges our understanding of the world. Cattle mutilations are not a new phenomenon. These mysterious events have puzzled and terrified communities for generations. Reports of these strange occurrences date back centuries, documented in old manuscripts and historical records. From the American frontier to the English countryside, tales have been whispered. Stories passed down through generations, tales of livestock found dead, their bodies left in eerie, unnatural states, their bodies bearing the same chilling hallmarks, precise cuts, missing organs, each case more baffling than the last, and an eerie absence of blood, as if the life force had been drained away without a trace. In the 17th century, English farmers blamed a supernatural creature for the deaths of their sheep, a creature that defied explanation. They called it the spring-heeled jack, a name that would become legend. It was said to have glowing eyes and the ability to leap great distances, evoking fear and wonder. Across the Atlantic, Native American tribes have long spoken of creatures that prey on livestock, creatures that lurk in the shadows, creatures that leave behind the same gruesome signature, a mark of something beyond the ordinary. As the years turned into decades, the reports continued, each new account adding to the growing mystery. Ranchers across the American West found their cattle dead. The scenes were hauntingly familiar, their bodies drained of blood, their organs surgically removed. The precision was unnerving. The mutilations often occurred in remote areas, far from prying eyes, places where secrets could be kept. The lack of evidence only deepened the mystery. No footprints, no signs of struggle. Who was doing this, and why? Questions that haunted investigators and locals alike. Some whispered of cults and secret societies, dark rituals performed in the dead of night. Others blamed it on natural predators, wolves, coyotes, but the evidence didn't add up. But the precision of the cuts and the lack of blood pointed to something else. Something more calculated, something more sinister, a force unknown. The truth, it seemed, lay hidden in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered, a mystery that endures through time. The 1970s saw an unprecedented surge in cattle mutilations. Reports flooded in from ranches across the American heartland. The epicenter of this wave of mutilations was the Southwest. States like New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah became hotbeds of strange activity. Ranchers were losing entire herds. Fear and paranoia gripped the region. The mutilations followed a disturbingly similar pattern. Cattle were found dead, often in remote pastures. Their tongues, eyes, udders, and genitals were surgically removed. There were no signs of struggle, no footprints or tire tracks, and most baffling of all, no blood. Theories ran rampant. Some whispered of government experiments gone wrong. Others spoke of satanic cults performing ritualistic sacrifices. The lack of answers only fueled the speculation. The mystery deepened with each passing day. Ranchers armed themselves. They patrolled their land at night, hoping to catch the culprits in the act. The situation reached a boiling point. In 1979, New Mexico Senator Harrison Schmitt, a former astronaut, took notice. He demanded an investigation. The FBI was called in. Tasked with unraveling the truth behind the cattle mutilations, the stage was set for a showdown between science and the unexplained, between the rational and the paranormal. Section 4. Shadows of Suspicion. The FBI investigation into cattle mutilations was shrouded in controversy. The Bureau's initial report, released in 1980, concluded that the mutilations were the work of natural predators. Scavengers, they argued, were responsible for the missing organs and the drained blood. But many refused to accept this explanation. The precision of the cuts and the lack of tracks pointed to something else, something more sinister. Suspicion fell upon several groups. Some pointed fingers at cults and satanic groups. Rumors spread of ritualistic sacrifices and dark ceremonies. The RCMP in Canada even linked some cattle mutilations to cult activity. However, concrete evidence remained elusive. Others whispered of government conspiracies. Unmarked helicopters were often sighted near mutilation sites, fueling speculation of top-secret experiments. Some even theorized that the government was testing biological weapons on livestock. The truth, they believed, was being concealed from the public. Theories ranged from the plausible to the outlandish, but one thing remained constant: the lack of a definitive answer. The FBI investigation, while extensive, failed to provide a conclusive explanation. The mystery of cattle mutilations remained unsolved. The truth, it seemed, was still out there, hidden somewhere in the shadows. Section 5. Ranch of the Unknown. Nestled in the Winter Basin of Utah lies a place shrouded in mystery, a place where the ordinary meets the extraordinary, a place where the laws of nature seem to bend and break, defying all logical explanations. This enigmatic location is known as Skinwalker Ranch. For decades, this remote property has been at the heart of paranormal activity, drawing the curious and the brave. From UFO sightings to unexplained creatures, the ranch has become synonymous with the unknown and the unexplainable, and cattle mutilations have played a significant role in its sinister reputation, adding to the fear and intrigue. In 1994, a family purchased the ranch, hoping for a peaceful life away from the hustle and bustle. They were soon terrorized by a series of bizarre and frightening events that shattered their peace. Their cattle were found mutilated, bearing the same chilling hallmarks found in other cases across the region. Precise cuts, missing organs, and an eerie absence of blood left investigators baffled and the family horrified. But the mutilations were just the beginning of their nightmare. The family reported seeing strange creatures lurking on the property, adding to their growing fear. Creatures unlike anything they had ever seen before, with features that defied natural explanation. They described them as being tall and hairless, with piercing red eyes that seemed to look right through them. The creatures seemed to possess an unnatural intelligence, as if they were observing and understanding the humans. and they were always seen around the time of the mutilations, adding to the eerie connection. The family eventually abandoned the ranch, unable to cope with the constant fear and paranoia that had taken over their lives. Today, Skinwalker Ranch remains a hotbed of paranormal activity, attracting researchers and investigators from around the world, all eager to uncover its secrets. All hoping to unlock the secrets of this mysterious place and to understand the connection between the ranch and the phenomenon of cattle mutilations, which continues to baffle and intrigue.